take you to Dubai with me.
All right, so here we are today at 411business.net. We have the Fisher Group International Biz USA, and here we have the founder, Christina Fisher. Hi, Christina. Nice
Hi,
to meet you.
it's such a pleasure, Joanne Coffey, to be with you and to have a discussion with you because women in business are a very important thing.
Absolutely. I think all businesses, men and women, but definitely we want to honor each individual one.
Right, and I'm hoping that someday we will have a woman president in the United States.
Maybe it'll be me.
Right?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, I had people say that they would pay for me to run, so
Hey, maybe it'll be you. I'll
oh no,
support.
well something. Well, it was funny because Nikki Haley, I was meeting with women in business, and
Mhm.
she said, if I'm the president, I'll give you a job here in the White House.
Hey, I love it. I love it. That sounds amazing.
Because there's so many issues for women in today's business world and also in politics. I mean, when you look what happened with the Supreme Court, right? And
Absolutely.
the rights of women for their health care and what they can do in their lives. So
Oh
there's a
yeah,
lot
that
of
was a
things,
big.
but there's so many things, and the world has really changed because I've had my own company for I started in 1998, so I've had my company for 25 years, and
Oh,
so many things have changed really in the business world compared to how they used to be.
really? What are some of the things that you see that are different now?
Well, like, because I took companies from like a lot of companies from startups, and we wound up being Fortune 500, and we go on Wall Street and things are very different on Wall Street. And the focus of energy and things like that, because I dealt with some of the stuff in oil and gas and all of that, and many things are different in the energy world, the healthcare world. Everything is different. So hopefully
Absolutely.
everyone will get served and things will go good for all of the citizens of the US and around the world and that things get better because people with their egos and things have created some very difficult political situations and also difficult business situations.
Absolutely. Well, tell me, I know that with the Fisher Group, you're here to make all that better. So tell us a little bit
Right.
about some of the things that you do. I love it.
Well, I was the chairwoman for the Stoneman Douglas victims, and I've been on the Education Foundation board for 20 years. And so I'm dealing with the things that happen in schools and students so that, because students are our future. So we want to make sure that they're doing well. And with COVID and everything else, that made things complicated in business and schools and everywhere. And there's so many issues. So I helped the victims there, the victims' families, and I also helped with Uvalde and other shootings. And I am on the Arab American Business Council, so I deal with global things for the United States. And I was the previous president and CEO of the Africa Economic Growth and Investment Summit. So dealing with companies who wanted to go to Africa and expand because there's lots of people in need there health wise and need homes and things like that. And there's a lot of opportunities for US companies. And the whole thing is you have to look at the United States has to handle things that it needs to handle because like taxes and fuel and things like that. And you're seeing insurance costs are going up so high for people and things. So we all have to work together so that we can make things, work well for people in the United States too.
Unity in the community. That's one of the main things that 411 Business is all about.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what I deal with because I go to the Women of Wall Street conventions, I go to the C3 summits, I go to the United Nations, I go to all those because you know what? You got to have teamwork to have dream work.
Absolutely. Teamwork makes the dream work. We're here to help, not here to judge.
No, exactly, and I've been on the chambers, and I was, you know, I got the award for Woman Entrepreneur in Washington D.C. many moons ago, and there's so many activities like, to help women businesses, to help minority businesses. So we got to all work together.
I
And,
love
right, exactly. And we have to respect each other too.
That's a big key. It's
It is.
teaching. That's why I'm always talking, me always talking about emotional intelligence, the
Yes,
ability to learn how to control your emotions is to learn self-mastery, to
right.
compartmentalize, because you can be the most logic person in the world, but if you cannot control your emotions, you'll lose it all.
Absolutely. And that's just it. And, I don't let my emotions run me because, you know, emotional health is something that's why we have the increase in suicides and mental health issues. And that's why we have all these people doing shootings and things like that because of their mental health and emotions.
I mean, I think it's really profound that your organization works with that. I mean, what a phenomenal thing to be able to go in and offer assistance, for the children and families that have, witnessed and endured such trauma.
Well, what was sad too was working with them and raising money for the families, the victims' families and things was, doing funeral arrangements and things with parents for their kids. That was very sad. So,
Your company sounds almost like a foundation. I love it. It just touches so
well, I
many
work with
people.
so many foundations. Yeah, I'm not a foundation, and I've helped businesses go out of bankruptcy and get sold for big money, and I've helped, companies expand to go more global. But I always say part of every company should be how do we make the world a better place for the consumers and the people who are our clients?
Well, that I love it. That's one of the other things that 411 business really is about too, being able to give consumers a voice, holding us as business owners accountable, right? And
Right.
then creating and giving good service to our clients, and creating unity, right? A
Absolutely.
community of unity.
I totally 100% agree with that. A community with some unity. Absolutely.
You know
Because
me, I'm always talking about that love stuff.
yeah, well, I know that's it. It's about, you have to respect and cherish, friends, family, employees, business
Absolutely. And
owners,
and
everything.
plus when you invest in people, that's why I always talk so much about these love list tests and things, because
Right.
when you know your partner, your business partner, your employees love language, you can immediately change their perspective. And when they're having a bad day, you know how to cheer them up and change their thoughts. And everything starts with a thought. And once you realize that everything starts with a thought and a thought can be changed, you realize how empowered you are.
Hmm. Absolutely.
So, talk about some of the investment side of Fisher Group Interbiz.
Okay. Well, some of the things I'm working on now have to do with different things like hydrogen types of energy, because hydrogen is much better ecologically. There's not so much carbon impact and things like that, and it's great to get rid of waste to energy, so to make the world a better place. And then I deal with another company called Purus that we do clean air, clean water, clean soil. And what that does, it's amazing. It cleans up all the blue green algae and all the bad water things. So it can make all water into drinking water. And it can make also the water when people use it for agriculture so that it enhances the agriculture. Because people were dying by, fruits and vegetables, like they were buying salads in boxes and they were from Latin America or somewhere and they would have pathogens and people died eating lettuce.
Wow,
So
yes.
and now there's this big push of avian flu with the chickens and all, and this technology I'm dealing with has the ability to get rid of that flu so that people don't get sick eating chicken, eating meat, all types of things. We got to protect people. We want to have them eat healthy and be well. So
Actually, exactly. Health, wealth,
that's
and self is important,
yeah, and I always try to deal with things like whatever organization, the chambers or whatever I'm in, wherever there seems to be issues, is what we have to address. You have to go to meetings and organizations and actually I've been invited to many VIP meetings, to global conferences and things like that, and you can see what people need help with. And we're very lucky in the United States. We have companies like Exim Bank and things that help companies in the US expand and do great things.
Okay, so you're a part of that. So when people are looking for expansion, you guys provide that?
Yes, and I'm also a member of this organization called the Global Eagles, and that is all of these former politicians and current business people and investors and a lot of the people that worked in the White House. And they're working on helping companies, serve the people in the country. So that's a good thing too,
So
and
that, and that's a meeting that you have once a month, right? An investment
yes,
meeting.
it is. It is. It's once a month, yes. And
So
like I
so when people are looking, what type of investments do you mainly look for your
Well,
clients?
I also deal with the Wall Street Research Company, which is a friend of mine who also went to Wharton and the University of Pennsylvania. And his name is Alan Stone, and he launches these meetings to help companies raise money for themselves. And we deal in all kinds of things: healthcare, um, legal stuff, technology, new technologies, energy, all types of stuff.
I love
Because
it.
you've got to be in multiple things to help everyone in the country. Real estate, there's lots of
Jack of all trades, master of none is what I say. I say, hey, I know how to do that a little bit.
well, that's it, and the key is to get the right people together. So you know what you know and you don't know, but if you get the people that can finish the whole details and get the right things going, then that's wonderful. To be a catalyst, to get the right people together, that's a very important thing.
I love
Because
it. I
yeah,
absolutely do. I really believe in that.
none of us can be experts in everything, you know?
No, but we can know enough about this and enough about that. And then we hire the experts in each area. And then, but at least we knew enough to know if they were doing the right thing or giving us the right information. Because I find out if you don't know anything about it, then you can totally be taken advantage of.
Right, right, exactly.
All right. So, how does, if someone wanted to get in touch with you, I know we have the Fisher Group International Biz, and then your email is at the bottom. Was there a phone number that you would want them to contact you at,
Yeah,
or
they
would
can
you like
contact via WhatsApp or via just calls or text messages, my cell phone, because my cell phone is all around the globe and I do quite a bit of traveling too.
yeah, you just got back from Dubai, right?
Yes, a few weeks ago, and um, I'm going to be going to Latin America in a month, and because there's things all over the world.
I love it. I love it.
And I can always, if people are interested in expanding, I can always say, here are the events, and you decide what you'd like to attend. And I know you and I know the international networker, George DeBeck, and he does a lot of events that could be helpful for people if they're interested. And, there's a lot of people you and I know, JC, that can help too. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's about. Teamwork is dream work.
Absolutely. I love it. So guys, if
Yeah.
you're looking for to expand, you're looking for investments, you're looking for energy projects, you're just looking for something you can.
Healthcare, food, whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Agriculture, the White House, because I'm on a call every week with the White House every Thursday to go over what's going on there, and they talk about the various things they're focusing on. So,
I love it. All right. Well, there you have it, guys. 411 business with the Fisher Group International Biz. Thank
well,
you.
thank you so much, Joanne Coffey. And Joanne, she is an exceptional young lady too, because if anyone is interested in crypto or other global business too, Joanne has lots of connections that can help facilitate those things. And together, Joanne and I, we work on our connections and see what we can facilitate. So,
Absolutely. I love it.
yeah, and that's the good thing because that way, when you're both sort of interrogating and figuring things out, that's good too because that way you weed through who's good and who isn't good. So that helps us get to people we know are going to be more catalytic to getting things done for us.
Absolutely. We want to bring everyone here and bring our tools together and help heal the world.
Absolutely. And all of you out there, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with Joanne here. And like I said, look forward to taking whoever wants to do something. I'm looking forward to assisting you. And I know Joanne will assist too. And the two of us together, we can probably come up with some good solutions.
Absolutely. It'll be our pleasure. So,
It
again,
sure will, because teamwork is dream work. So
absolutely. All right. Thank
and
you,
that's
Christina.
and that's why when I go to Congress, I have to always slap them and tell them, "You know what? You're about the people who elected you and got you here. So teamwork is dream work. So you need to get together and you can't have, isolate yourselves because of parties. Work together to get results for your constituents."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because we matter. We all matter.
So that's what I say. So you all matter to Joanne and me, and we look forward to solutions that are good for everyone.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Christina.
Thank you so much.